Well, hello. So today I'm going to be reviewing The Con Artist by Fred Van Lente. This book is an adult contemporary slash satire. And I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. It spoke to me on all levels. This is a book that I received unsolicited by Quirk Books in exchange for an honest review. So let's go ahead and get into this. The Con Artist follows comic book artist Mike Mason as he arrives in San Diego to attend Comic-Con. Being a comic book artist, Mike has an open invitation every year, and because he is recently divorced and basically living from con to con, he attends as many as he can in order to support himself. Soon after arriving at Comic-Con, Mike finds himself in a very unfortunate situation when he becomes the prime suspect in a former co-worker's murder. Not only is this man a former co-worker of Mike's, but he is also the man that his wife left him for. Hence the prime suspect situation. From there, this book basically chronicles Mike trying to prove his innocence, hunting down his lone alibi, teaming up with friends and previous co-workers to try to track down the real killer. Alright, so moving right into characters. Mike Mason is so hilarious, and he has this dry, sort of sardonic wit that just speaks to my soul. And a lot of people have described my own humor that way. So it was like reading the perspective of a brother from another mother. I didn't expect this book to be as funny as it is, but it is funny. It's like a dark comedy. And those are my favorite kinds of movies to watch. Book-wise, I haven't read too many, but I would definitely classify this as a dark comedy. The side characters are also unforgettable and very, very funny. There were so many great one-liners and like zingers in this book, and it really just had me laughing the whole way through. Okay, so getting to the writing. Fred Van Lente, he is a New York Times best-selling writer of comics such as Spider-Man, Marvel Zombies, Deadpool, G.I. Joe, etc. He also has one other novel named 10 Dead Comedians that I'm definitely going to be looking into because I love this man's writing. Like I said, it's my kind of book. It's my kind of humor. It's my kind of satire. The pacing of this book is fantastic. It actually has really long chapters, and that's something that typically kind of turns me off because I don't know, I'm just a weird individual, but it's told in days. So each chapter is a day that he spends at Comic-Con, and they can be really, really long chapters, but I still flew through them and I didn't even notice it, which is something that I always pay close attention to, but with this, I just kept reading it. In conclusion, this book was a breath of fresh air. I had not heard about this book until Quirk Books contacted me, and I'm so glad that they did. Thank you so much, Quirk Books, for sending this book my way. If you guys can't already tell, I adore this book. I give it 5 out of 5 stars, and I will definitely be picking up a final copy, as well as checking out more books from this author in the future. And I would highly recommend you guys check it out, especially if you have a similar sense of humor to me, or if you just enjoy like the geek pop culture fandom and Comic-Con. I personally have never been to Comic-Con, but this made me want to go even more, and I've always wanted to go. But yeah, this book definitely made me want to go about 100 times more. In the comments below, I would love for you guys to let me know what you thought of this book if you have read it. Whether you agree with me or disagree with me, all opinions are always welcome. I would also love to know if you guys can recommend me similar books to this. I can't compare it to anything I've ever read before, but it kind of gives me Kiss Kiss Bang Bang vibes, which is one of my all-time favorite movies. It was so good, and nothing makes me happier than picking up a book that I have heard nothing about and coming out loving it. I mean, what more can you ask for? Alright guys, so that's all for this video. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I will see you in my next one.